Hi there, everyone. And today I am going to talk to you about teamwork because we're all on teams, whether it's a sporting team, a performing arts team, a corporate team, or even our families. Let's face it, they're all teams. And in order to make that big, bodacious goal, vision, dream work, we have to make sure the team is working to its absolute maximum. And I've got to tell you, the number one thing that I have seen in my many years of running an incredibly successful school of performing arts and in coaching athletes and performers over the last 15 years in sporting teams is, well, there are lots of things, but one of the things is that there becomes cliques. Do you know what I mean? I'm sure you do. And it happens for all sorts of reasons. We tend to compare ourselves with people in our team. Can you relate? So if you're in a sporting team, let's use basketball as the example in this. I know when my daughter was playing, she would often be in the opening five, and the girls that were not in the opening five would be sitting on the bench and they would go, damn, I didn't get to be in the opening five. And they'd be chatting on the bench, and I would just give them the opportunity to say, hey, your energy is impacting your opening five. So instead of just chatting among yourselves, beam energy out to the rest of the team. But I have also found when I had my performing arts school that the most challenging and yet the most fulfilling on some levels age was my 14 and under performance team. It's kind of the year 9. And if you talk to many, many high school teachers, they will tell you the most challenging age is year 9, because I guess there's a lot of hormones pumping and they're doing a lot of individuation. They're moving away from parents and teachers and really learning to stand on their own 2 feet. However, that can cause challenges when we are either a teacher or a coach and we're wanting to create this amazing winning team. So we tend to compare ourselves when we're in a team, and we create a hierarchy of where we feel we sit in that team. Can you relate? If you can, and you're watching this live, pop in the chat, and I'm going to do my best. I'm so still on my L plates and using StreamYard, so I don't necessarily have the chat section open, but I'm going to do my best to open that chat section now. Where is it? Here we go. Comments. Okay, I can open that and see if anyone's commenting. So we will work out for ourselves where we feel we fit in that hierarchy. And unless somebody has a really healthy self-esteem, if they feel they're the kingpin, then their ego is going to have a field day. And that's going to leave someone else in the team feeling less than. And here's the thing. If you're a teacher or a coach, or perhaps you are the head of a sales team in a corporate environment, if you have favorites, then you are without a doubt undermining your team's ability to create outstanding results, because the rest of your team are going to feel that, and they're going to feel like you give special attention to whoever your favorites are. And even if you're not doing it, you've got to realize that everyone in your team is doing this hierarchy thing. So it's incredibly important for you to pull your team together and discuss with them what they're feeling about the team, to get them to stop playing what I call the compare and despair game. We have all done it, be honest. And instead of playing compare and despair, I talk about being comparing and daring to be the absolutely best version of you that you can be. That's the only person you need to be competing with, nobody else on your team. Setting yourself personal goals, setting intention before you step on the court or step on the stage or pick up the phone to do a sales call. You need to be setting goals for yourself, because that's the only person that you're actually in competition with. But we can get caught up in this playing compare and despair and resenting people on our team for being better than us. And that is going to undermine the team's success. Here's the other thing I always get teams to do. I get them to get a piece of paper out and write down all their limiting beliefs about anyone else on their team, including themselves, about their ability to bring the team to amazing, outrageous success. So let's bring it back to basketball. I've done this with basketball teams and it's created amazing success. Because here's the thing. All of the things that are not being spoken are being felt. Think about that. When you're a child, and maybe you still are and you're listening to this, when you came home and your mum and dad or grandma or caretakers were angry, I bet they didn't have to say a word. You could feel it. So that's the thing. All these unspoken feelings and limiting beliefs about all the rest of your team are being felt by the rest of your team. So get all that nonsense out of your head. Write it down on a piece of paper. No one else has to see this. It's not about the rest of your team seeing it. It's about you getting it out of your head and your heart so that it's not getting in the way of your team's success. Write down, I don't feel like I can pass the ball to such and such, or I feel like they miss their rebounds, or I feel like I'm never going to live up to being the best salesperson on this sales team, or I feel like my dance teacher always gives the solo roles to XYZ, or whatever it is that you are feeling, whether you're feeling resentment, whether you're feeling jealousy, whether you're feeling like you don't belong, or whether you're feeling something towards somebody else in your team that has nothing to do with positivity and really juicing up the environment where it's only about the team's success. Everything else, guess what, needs to go down on that piece of paper. Then when you are finished writing it all down, I want you to scribble all over it and then rip it out. Forget your piece of paper and say you've actually written all those limiting beliefs about yourself, your coach, your teachers, your sales team, other members of your team in particular, because remember, they're feeling whatever you're not saying, and rip that sucker to shreds and stick it in the garbage where it belongs. Then go wash your hands. Wash them and see, feel, hear, taste, touch, smell, all those yucky feelings going down the drain. And then put on some amazing music and celebrate the fact that you have actually gotten rid of some nasty things that have been holding your team back from experiencing outrageous success. Because guess what? I use the analogy of like this pendant that I'm wearing, this beautiful necklace. Every single person in your team is part of this necklace. Whether or not they're in the opening 5 in the basketball team, let's keep it on that. This is the win. And every single one of you is necessary to get to the end result, which is the win. So whoever you are, however experienced you are, it doesn't matter. Every single member of your team needs to be honored, respected, and appreciated. You don't even necessarily have to like them, but you certainly have to respect them and have to know that you appreciate them being on your team. So I hope you found this valuable. We don't have any comments right this very moment, I don't believe. So I haven't got anything to interact with you. So let's bring it back to, let's see here. Now, I would love, if you found this useful, head over to Instagram. You'll see my link below. It's the Inner Game of Winning. And on Instagram, I'm going to be focusing a lot of my attention, even though these are going to Facebook at the moment, they're also going to be heading over and I'll be posting them on Instagram. The Inner Game of Winning on Instagram is where I will be spending a lot of time posting Inner Game of Winning TV show, Inner Game of Winning short reels, and all sorts of really valuable posts to set you and your team up for outrageous success. So thank you again for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have, please comment, make some comments below. And I look forward to seeing you on my next broadcast. Ciao for now.